Good morning and welcome back. It's time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the dailies this morning. Today is Monday, July 31st, 2023. Let's say hi to Mike. Mike is right here
Yeah.
with me.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see what we have.
Starting with?
Yeah, The Guardian.
Okay.
It says here, ministerial screening, economy, rule of law, foreign policy, security, top agenda for nominees. I think that's a solid one to start with. Most people are aware of the amount of lobbying that's happening presently in Abuja. But I do believe that people are more interested in what these nominees are actually all about this time, as opposed to, in quotes, who they know. It's not a popularity contest as it's been in the past. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, well, it's politics as it is. The chief of staff, Femi Babafemi, submitted the list, but and even though the list of nominees didn't have portfolios assigned to them, but there was something he said. He said that anybody can do anything. I don't think that's the best scenario. I don't want anybody to do anything. I want it to be seen that if you're thinking of finance, if you're thinking of budgeting, if you're thinking of the economy, I want it to be specific. I don't know if you get what I mean. So, for instance, if I look, for instance, for a four host and say, okay, who is the most financially, who's more inclined towards financial matters? Who's more inclined towards sporting issues? Who's more inclined towards youths and women and youth, that is a ministry, and then we heard that there are new ministries. So maybe he's saying that just to let you know that, look, it's about the people, but I think that they will probably, or that the president has looked at it and looked at people who are fit for different places. You can't just put anybody. I mean, imagine, can anybody a making person? No. Minister of Finance or something.
So I think most people's grouse is that in the past it's maybe happened before, but in the end, it's happened before that you didn't expect this person to fit into that role, but they got there and they did it.
You can't appoint people to head ministries in that way. You can't. You have to know that this person is suited for this. There has to be, you have to look back at what the person has done. You can't just put
They have to have a track record. And what the expectations are, according to the cover of The Guardian, it says here, addressing insecurity challenges, of course, foreign policy, economic revamp and poverty reduction, respect for the rule of law. And there also on the cover there are some of the nominees' photographs as well. Now, it also says here, unemployment concerns as 7 firms lose 624 billion naira to naira depreciation. It also says here, NLC mobilizes, meets civil society ahead of Wednesday's action. So there has been a lot of back and forth about this action, the strike action. I think they're finalizing that Wednesday is going ahead, but there's still a lot of time between now and Wednesday to have quite a few more meetings to finalize on what
I think everybody has, it has been well shown and stated that every candidate, no matter who won, subsidy was already going to go out. You understand? So the issue now is about how we go through these times. It was not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. Hopefully, the grouse in the number of people is that maybe our leaders sacrificing as much as we are. It might be easier that way if I know that the person who's leading me, who is expecting me to sacrifice, is also sacrificing. So that's where some people might have an issue. Yeah. Hopefully, they can show that, look, we are all going through it, and then this process should be, we should get over this as soon as we can.
We have the Punch newspaper with us as well, and the major headline here says, uncover CBN, NMPCL mess. Economist groups tell Tinubu's special investigator. Tinubu appoints Obazi special investigator, EFCC, police, others to join probe. Investigators to go after ex-Buhari appointees, private individuals hiding government funds. Top left there, NLC insists on Wednesday strike, mobilizes workers. It also says here 15 ministerial nominees submit credentials ahead of screening. Kanu returns to DSS custody after checkup by personal doctors. And we have here, under the photo story, it says, Niger coup plotters dismiss ECOWAS threat, Bazoum reinstatement. NDLEA nabs Lagos nightclubs drug suppliers, government warns operators. And Operation Flush, 88 robbery suspects arrested in Lagos. Clampdown continues. All right. So I was actually really interested in, touching on this issue of the Niger coup. There's still a lot of sketchy details coming in from all over the news now. And
yeah, the
of course,
thing
we'll
is
have
that
some details in the headlines later.
the thing is that with ECOWAS, you have to understand that they have thought about it before they even. I mean, if they respected the authority of ECOWAS, they wouldn't do that, would they? So the point is that the coup is a revolt against instituted or elected or constituted authority, as it were. And so in that particular manner, you'd expect that dialogue in some form of ways, or we hope that it doesn't degenerate into something whereby troops are going to be sent and all of that. No, but the point is that it's not strange that they, do not recognize the authority of ECOWAS, and they will kick against whatever ECOWAS says. And for me, using force at the end is the people that are going to suffer at the end of the whole thing. So some way or somehow, we need to come to a compromise and ensure, because I mean, in West Africa, it's now looking like a pattern. It's happening more than once and all of that. Burkina Faso, Niger now, and all of that, it's happening. So, and that was where President Tinubu mentioned and said that, look, there is a zero tolerance for coup attempts or coup plots, as it were. So they have to come to a compromise, find a way, talk about it, get that sorted, and just get to the dialogue table. Let's hope that we can sort out everything on the dialogue table.
It's a similar headline on the Daily Trust this morning, still on Niger. Coupists seek Russia's help as ECOWAS mulls military action, which, of course, was already in question. Now, clash imminent as regional body orders borders closure, no-fly zone. Chiefs of defense staff asked to act. French embassy attacked. Apparently, U.S. considers cutting off ties. Military intervention would be catastrophic, according to an expert there. It also says below the masthead, 1 killed, several shops burnt as Imo government demolishes house settlements. Air connectivity worsens on northern routes, fares skyrocket. On the fuel price hike, states strategize ahead of Labour's protests and strike. And it also says here, troops deployed in states as NEMA warehouse looted in Adamawa. Finitri declares curfew as 4 hoodlums killed, 80 arrested. States yet to receive grains 10 days after Tinubu's directive.
Remember when during the lockdown, when something happened and we saw people taking off packs of noodles and all of that from warehouses and all of that? We need to do better, and it's not just about the president, it's about the leaders. I mean, there are state governments, we have 3 tiers of government, and then there's the local government, apart from the fact that you have representatives and all of that. How are you engaging your constituents, as it were? Because there is hunger in the land, and look at people now.
Desperation.
People would use the guise of, some people say they're going to loot warehouses and loot palliatives. People would use that as a guise to also rob and go out of their way to take things that belong to other people, not just what is a palliative that was handed down from the government.
A lack of structure and order is a lack of structure and order across board. It's not just about the looting of just the warehouses now, it's across board. All right, then that's all we can take when it comes to the headlines in the dailies for now. But of course, we'll be hoping to see your opinions, contributions, and comments as well. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tell us what you think. We will be back after this quick break. Stay with us.